All right, wrestling fans, I am standing here with the next NAWA Heavyweight Champion, HD star, Drew Hood. Tell us how you're going to beat Jonny Ryda tonight, Drew.
You see, Jonny Ryda thinks that what Backwoods is all about is being heavyweight champion, representing the heart and soul of Western Carolina wrestling, being the people's champion. He thinks that he can knock me out. He thinks that he can send my teeth down my throat so I crap him out later. No, Jonny Ryda, no. Backwoods is about losing to the DH and HD show. The megastar who shines brighter than the rest in this wrestling universe, the man, myth, and legend in the making. Yours truly, the conductor of the Hood Hype Train, will be conducting himself on those tracks right through your backwoods. Take your title, and Jonny Ryda, I will send you right into irrelevance. Be everything you always wanted. Be me.
I'm inspired, folks. I'm inspired. At NAWA fans, tonight, the main event is your NAWA champion, Backwoods Jonny Ryda versus HD star, megastar Drew Hood. What's going to happen, champ?
Drew Hood, you wanted it, you got it. Tonight, I lay you out. 1, 2, 3, megastar goes down, Jonny Ryda stock goes up, and that's what Backwoods is all about.
It's your main event, folks. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back from commercial break, and here we go with your first of 2 main events this week on NAWA Championship Wrestling. We got a double main event. And here we go. There you see your NAWA Heavyweight Champion, Jonny Ryda. Him and his opponent, Drew Hood, they've been having back and forth. Last week, Drew Hood cost Jonny Ryda that tag team title, that tag team match. And here we go. It's finally time for a one-on-one matchup between Jonny Ryda and Drew Hood.
Big-time contest here for sure that's been building for a number of weeks. As we saw Ryda appear on the DH and HD show here a little bit ago, and ever since then, these two have been on a collision course.
And here we go. That's what it's all for, ladies and gentlemen. The NAWA Heavyweight Championship. Can Drew Hood capture it? Can he be the man that defeats Jonny Ryda for the title? Jonny Ryda has been on just a murderous row of title defenses. We last saw him against James Johnson here just about a month ago on the program, and last week in tag team action, we haven't seen Drew Hood in a while, but since he's returned, Redbeard, to NAWA, he has not lost a match. He's taking off that gold chain. That referee might take that thing to the pawn shop.
Well, Drew Hood just told her he would hear from his lawyer if that thing goes missing there, so it's going to be a valuable piece. Right now, we've got a lockup in the middle of the ring as these two go at it here. Looking forward to a great matchup between two of the best and brightest in NAWA. As you said, Michael, former champion here in the form of DH and HD, once held the TV title, now looking to add to his collection of championships by defeating Jonny Ryda, but he's got we'll say a mountain to climb here as Jonny Ryda is firmly in control here to start off this matchup.
He's got that arm isolated. Now he's just taking the pinky finger and the index fingers and just separating them, but Drew Hood poking him right in the eyes, trying to save his hands. You know, he's got to hold the microphone when he hosts that DH and HD show, Redbeard.
Well, he's got a lot invested in his career at this point in time between the DH and HD show and what he's got going and climbing the mountains here of NAWA's singles competition. Very impressive young man, as we've said here in the past. Hood looks to be really beefing up and improving his physique week to week. Ryda, as we said before, just, you know, he's that backwoods guy who he may not look like much, but he's got that big Chevrolet engine in there, as we said here before.
And now Ford guy, if you ask me, but
well, you know, 6 of one, half dozen the other. It's a big engine, put it that way. But right now, Hood taking command of this back and forth action that we have going here. Got him into that side headlock.
Again, before you said Drew Hood bulking up, you would imagine Jonny Ryda would have the strength advantage, but both men about the same size here. It could be anybody. Here we go, 30-6, wow. He just ducked it. Drew Hood knew it was coming. He smartly got out of the way there.
And Hood is spooked. He knew that was coming, but he barely got out of the way of it, Michael.
He knew if that was connected, his chances at championship goal would have been over. And just the brains, the smarts of Drew Hood to just duck out of the way at the last second and get to the floor. Brilliant move on his behalf. Jonny Ryda was just seconds away from keeping that championship around his waist.
Now Hood knows what's coming for sure. If he at all has any type of wherewithal in trying to avoid, that buckshot there, that ripcord right hand that Ryda is so well known for, he's got to be able to look out for it. Look at that. Ryda muscling the man over.
Right into a front face lock. And, Drew Hood's face is insured for $1 million. As, Devin Reed tried to damage it.
Look
he got
at
his
this.
taken care of. Look at her. Smartly putting his feet around that bottom rope, keeping ring awareness around him at all times. Here we go. Ryder again setting him up for it. 30-6, and Drew Hood just pulled away.
Ryda was doing a smart thing there in targeting the head and neck of DH and HD with those gator roll type maneuvers. But speaking of rolls, DH and HD smartly rolled out of the ring once again.
Rolling out of the ring now, Jonny Ryder, and that double axe handle right into the back of Drew Hood. He's had enough of Drew Hood getting out on the floor and running away from him. And here we go. The champion bringing the action to Drew Hood and the fans right here on the concrete floor.
Clubbing blow there by Ryda.
And here we go. Jonny Ryder. Oh,
God.
He just punched that pole and punched Drew Hood. That's how hard his hand is. It didn't even affect him hardly at all when he made contact with that pole. Didn't look like he made full contact, Redbeard, but he still did. But he still got Drew Hood out on the floor here. Going for that punch again. Oh, God. And Drew Hood
got out of the way of it.
Barely getting out of the way of that right hand. You got to wonder how Jonny Ryder's weapon is feeling now. That 30-6, it's not going to be very effective after Drew Hood just stomped on it. Here we go. He's got that hand, and again.
Oh, gosh.
Just going right after it.
Hood has identified not only a potential soft spot there, but in attacking the primary weapon of Ryda. That's going to be something that, gosh, Michael.
It's the perfect game plan. It's the smartest game plan we have seen anybody implement against Jonny Ryder in NAWA. And that's attacking his strength. It's attacking his right hand, that explosive right hand we've talked about numerous times on the show. And Drew Hood is just continuing to go after it, stomping on it, pulling around those ropes and just getting aggressive here against Jonny Ryder as Drew Hood.
You can tell Ryda is stunned there. Wasn't at all expecting, I'd imagine.
Here we go again, going right for it. That's the left hand there.
Still, you think about how much sensitivity is in your hands there, Michael. Either one is going to disrupt your ability to do things like engage in a collar and elbow tie-up or anything, really, in terms of a professional wrestling maneuver.
How smart is Drew Hood here? He has been sitting back for weeks, game planning against Jonny Ryder, knowing he's got to disable Jonny Ryder's right arm and right hand if he really stands a chance at winning this championship. And that's where he's going here, ladies and gentlemen. He's attacking Jonny Ryder's biggest weapon. He's going right for it, but Jonny Ryder still got some fight left in him here. And Drew Hood just cuts him off with that clothesline.
Thought it was interesting there a moment ago when you saw Ryder trying to mount a comeback. He went to a forearm and not that right hand. He's definitely starting to feel that pain for sure in both of those hands.
It don't matter how much moonshine you drink or chew in the back you put in your mouth. If someone continuously stomps on your fingers and your arm and your hand, look at there, he's just putting his knee right into the wrist and just pulling back.
Oh, wow. What a modified sort of cross-face type maneuver this is here. Some ingenious offense on the form or from the mind of Drew Hood here.
Look at the pain on the face of Jonny Ryder, able to wiggle that arm free, but the damage done already here. Jonny Ryder trying to mount himself to his feet and pick up the beefy Drew Hood. Here we go. No, not able to get him up, backs him into the corner and gets him off his back for just a moment here, Redbeard.
So that's just as effective in terms of trying to get the man away from him. But now look, Hood continues to put pressure on the neck of Ryda as Ryda is trying all he can to get away from the man. He could be on the way to Dream Street here, Michael, but my goodness, still so much fight left in Ryda. Oh,
big back body drop. Ryder's going for that cover. Drew Hood grabbing that bottom rope and realizing he's right there at it within a arm's length reach, and he just pulled it up at the 2 count, barely saving himself.
Excellent ring awareness there, but you saw the frustration starting to show on the face of Jonny Ryda. He's, I'll say, not quite used to such protracted matches as this one has become.
Look at that.
God.
Rakes him in the eyes and goes right back to that sore spot. That weakness now is becoming the right hand. The strength that once was Jonny Ryder's right arm is now becoming his weakness as Drew Hood just continuously attacks that 30-06. That right hand of Jonny Ryder, the heavyweight champion, is in some serious trouble here, ladies and gentlemen.
Drew Hood, such an intelligent combatant here, and targeting those limbs. Now clubbing away at the back of Jonny Ryda.
Drew Hood is pitching the perfect game here almost in terms of just going after Ryder's right hand, but Ryder's still not going to give up the heavyweight championship that easy as he just drives Drew Hood's back right into the turnbuckles and shoots him out here. What's the champ got in mind? He misses. Oh, chest first, sternum first into the turnbuckle pads. But
such a physical fighting champion is Ryda still able to overcome so much here in this matchup.
And Drew Hood starting to show signs of frustration. Like I said, he's pitched a perfect game almost here, ladies and gentlemen. All he has to do is execute the finish.
It's going to take a lot, whatever that is.
There's not much power behind those right hands that Jonny Ryder's throwing right there.
Neither man, they're getting a whole lot on those. Ryda able to fight them off, but look at that. Slingshots him across. Clubbing axe handle type maneuver.
You see him trying to shake off that pain in that right hand. And here he goes, he misses. Oh, wow. Dear God, Drew Hood's got him here, new champion, 2. Oh, so close for Drew Hood to become an NAWA Heavyweight Champion.
2 and about 7/10 there.
And look at Ryder, he's clenching that arm across his chest, just continuously shaking his hand, trying to get some feeling back into it. He knows that's his weapon to win this match and to keep that championship, but Drew Hood has just been continuously just pounding on it, Redbeard.
These two are running off pure adrenaline at this point in time. Ryda smashes the face of DH and HD, kicks him off. Look at that, Enziguri. Wow, such maneuverability and real cruiserweight almost style tactics there by the big man. 2, still only a 2 count though, my goodness.
Just like that, Jonny Ryder shows that he's got the momentum. Just look at the pain, the sweat dripping off the brow. Jonny Ryder here in this championship match. You think he's doubting himself if he's going to walk out of here as the champion, Redbeard?
It has to come into question, but the confidence of a man like this.
Wait a minute, here he goes. He's loading up the gun.
Oh, no.
That 30, he's going to hit him with that 30. I'll say, oh, just smartly, just clubbing that right hand was Drew Hood, a spine buster.
Wow.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, and not enough just yet to win the championship.
Look at these two men. They're totally gassed. Drew Hood trying to suck all the wind he can there to get anything going at all. Ryda still prone on the mat. DH and HD trying to figure out what it's going to take to put this man down.
He's going to have to hit him with everything he's got, but as you can see, Jonny Ryder barely able to put any weight on that hand there. That powerful right hand. Here we go, oh, he caught it. Whoa, holy Christ.
Wow.
He caught his foot midair and dropped him face first on his knee. I've never seen anything like that, Redbeard.
Such a creative reversal there that Ryda come up with on the fly. Now look at this. Whoa.
Spinning head scissors there from the big man. And again, I never thought I'd see that out of Jonny Ryder.
Never in 100 years would I have thought we'd see that from the big man there.
He's going to have to get creative if he wants to win this title. He can't rely on that 30-06 right here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
He had Hood hosted up there. But look at this now.
Look at the strength of Drew Hood here.
Oh, gosh. Drops him down like a sack of potatoes. Here's a cover. Again, a near fall. Ryda is just writhing in pain. Hood questioning everything about himself at this point in time, trying to figure out what's next.
The lights are dimming in the house of Jonny Ryda. Look at the face, the pain in the hand. He's almost out of it, Redbeard. Drew Hood is on his way to becoming the new NAWA Heavyweight Champion. If he can just put Jonny Ryda,
out of
holy
nowhere.
Christ, with that 30-06. A damaged hand and all, is it enough? 2, 3, and it was, ladies and gentlemen. Jonny Ryda retains.
Such an incredible battle between these two men, but Ryda ultimately successful in retaining the NAWA Heavyweight Championship in incredible fashion here.
Well, that was one of our first huge main event of 2, and Jonny Ryder's still champion, but we're going to toss it to the back.